My dear student, are you an ardent fan of movies? Can you categorize these movies into different genres? Genres, a new word? Simple. It means kinds. Suspense movies, comedies, action, thrillers, historic movies, romantic movies, and animations. Watching movies play a great role in formulating your decisions, thoughts, feelings, etc. So be careful to choose your favorite favorite genre of movies. So welcome you to the second unit, the frames. Looking at the title or picture, can you guess out what is the theme of this unit? Making films. You learn about the genres of films, the difficulties in using animals in making films, importance of songs and scripting for a film also as a sub-theme. Who is the real filmmaker? The director or the producer? It's true, a film can't be produced without money. Who gives the financial support for the making of a film? The producer. But who controls the making of the film? Like who decides selecting the right cast, the crew members, location for the film? Who is actually controlling the making of the film? It is the director, film director. Now look at these great personalities. They are great filmmakers. Can you identify them? Yes, Sir Charles Chaplin, Akira Kurosawa, Adur Gopalakrishnan. You can make a profile of these great filmmakers. Okay? Now, we will move to the first lesson of Unit 2, Project Tiger. It is a memoir by the famous Indian filmmaker Satyajit Ray. We will know whether making films is an easy task from this memoir. Listen to the first 4 paragraphs and read along with me. No one can beat Hollywood when it comes to making films with animals in them. I remember films in my childhood, and there were quite a few of them that had an Alsatian called a Rin Tin Tin. This dog's acting was more impressive than a human's. Later, we got to see 3 or 4 other films with a collie called Lassie. It seemed that the director could make Lassie do just about anything. These trained dogs were famous stars in their own rights, and the money they earned was no less than what a real film star got. Their owners could easily make as much as 100,000 rupees from just one film. Can you identify the topic sentence in the first paragraph? Yes. What is a topic sentence? A topic sentence is the one which gives a general nature of the paragraph. And this particular sentence is the topic. Other sentences in the paragraph are actually written to support and prove with some examples and present some additional information on that topic sentence. So what does Ray say about Hollywood? He says that nobody can defeat Hollywood in one particular aspect. Which is it? Yes, in the fact that making films with animals. No other film industry can defeat Hollywood film industry in making films with animals in them. What is meant by Hollywood film industry? Of course, the American, the English film industry. You know, what is the other word for Hindi film industry? Bollywood. The other word for Malayalam film industry? Kollywood. Satyajit Ray cites certain examples for animal characters. Which are the animal characters? Rin Tin Tin and Lassie. Rin Tin Tin was an Alsatian dog and Lassie was a collie. Collie is a kind of a dog with long hair which are bred for controlling sheep. Okay. So these two animals, where did he see? He saw their acting in some of the Hollywood films. And how was their acting according to Satyajit Ray? Their acting were more impressive than a human being's acting. The director could make Lassie do just about anything that he requests. And Ray says about their, earnings. These trained dogs were famous stars and they got the money almost equally as how a real film star gets. So, who gets the money really? Yes, these owners of these animal actors. They could make easily as much as 100,000 rupees from just one single film. Let's look into the second paragraph. I realized how reverently these animal actors were treated when I happened to see the shooting of a film 20 years ago in Disney Studio in Hollywood. The main character in this film was a large dog. I reached the studio to find that the shooting had not yet started. The cameraman was getting the lights ready. It is customary for actors to be present when the lights are arranged, for they have to show the cameraman how they will walk or where they will stand in a particular shot. In the case of very famous stars, this job is done by their stand-ins. A stand-in is usually a person who is physically similar to the real star. The stars themselves arrive only when the lights are ready and it is time to take a shot. In the first paragraph, Ray has shared his childhood experience to us. He watched some Hollywood movies in his childhood and he was so impressed by the two animal actors, Lassie and Rin Tin Tin. Now, in the second paragraph, you will come across Ray's Hollywood experience when he visited the Disney Studio in Hollywood. When did he visit Hollywood Disney Studio? 20 years back. What did he realize then? He realized how reverently, with great respect, the animal actors were treated in Hollywood film industry. What was happening when he went to the Disney Studio? He happened to see the shooting of a film there. Who was the main character in that film? It was a large dog. When did he reach there? Did he reach just after the shooting, or on the time of shooting, or before the shooting? Yes, he reached the studio and the shooting hadn't started. That means he reached so early there. What was the cameraman doing there? He was getting the lights ready. Now, what was the customary thing in the Hollywood Disney studio? Customary means a habitual thing. Yes, the actors should be present when the lights are arranged. Why should they be present there? Yes, because they have to show the cameraman how they will be walking in that shot, where they will be standing. In one particular shot, what is the required positions they have to take? The cameraman should be aware of that. So what was the habitual customary thing in Hollywood Disney studio? The actors should be present when the lights are getting arranged. Now, in the case of very famous stars, sometimes the director gives an exemption. You know, they are busy stars. Then heroes and heroines, they'll be usually coming late. So, such an exemption is given to the famous stars not to be present at the time of setting of lights. So, in the absence of the famous stars, who stands and shows the positioning to the cameraman? A stand-in. Who is a stand-in? Stand-in is a person who is physically similar to the real star. Will he appear in the film? No. He is just a person who stands to show the cameraman which will be the position the character, the star will be taking in the shooting time. So this stand-in's role is just before the shooting. He is not going to be shown in the film. Okay. The stars will be coming only when the lights are ready and when it is time to take a shot. So you should understand the difference between a stand-in and a dupe. Stand-in does not appear in the film. He will be present only at the time of setting up of lighting, and he is just a substitute prior to the shooting. And whereas a dupe is a person who will be appearing in the film, but he is also shot. The shooting is taken for a dupe. Stand-in is just a person for getting the cameraman understand the positioning which the main character will be taking at the time of shooting. Let's see the third paragraph. Here in Disney Studio, I noticed that a few actors were moving about in the set. And on one side, standing quietly, was the protagonist, the same large dog. The cameraman shouted to everyone to take their positions, but the dog had remained where it was. This puzzled me. Could it be that it was not required in the next shot? Let's find out what puzzled Satyajit Ray when he reached the shooting location in Disney Studio. Yes, everybody was taking their positions when the cameraman shouted at them to take their positions, but the dog, who is the protagonist of the film just remained where it was. It did not move at all. The large dog did not move. It was quietly, silently standing there. So that confused him. Actually, that large dog should also take his position, but he didn't do it. That was a confusing thing for Satyajit Ray. So he naturally had a doubt whether it is not required in the next shot. Before he could ask someone, a strange thing happened. Let's see what is that strange thing in paragraph number 4. Before I could ask someone, a strange thing happened. From nowhere appeared a little dwarf, followed by another man carrying a hairy dog skin. Then, to my perfect amazement, the dwarf went down on all the fours on a chalk mark on the floor just like an animal, and the dog skin was draped over him. Then he crawled from one mark to another, and the cameraman got busy with the lights. It finally dawned upon me that this dwarf was paid to be the dog's stand in. So, what was the strange thing that happened in Disney Studio? Yes, when the cameraman shouted at everyone to take their position, the dog remained where it was. At that same moment, from somewhere appeared a little dwarf, a person who is so short in height, and somebody was following him, another man, and what was in his hand? A hairy dog skin. And this man covered the dwarf with the hairy dog skin. And the dwarf stood there on all the fours, with his hands and legs all bent down just like an animal, a dog. He stood there on a chalk mark. He crawled, moved with the belly on the ground from one mark to another, and the cameraman got busy with the lights. This was the strange thing that happened. From that strange incident, what was the realization Ray had? Yes, it finally dawned upon Satyajit Ray that the dwarf was paid to be the dog's stand-in. Who was that dwarf? He was the dog's stand-in. Now it was clear to Satyajit Ray that the large dog was standing there quietly without taking position just because he was the protagonist of that film and he had a stand-in. From this incident, Satyajit Ray realized that the animal actors were treated so reverently in Hollywood film industry. Even animal actors had stand-ins.